Hello everyone, welcome to my video. Today I'm showing you how I created this vector portrait in Adobe Illustrator. So let's get started. I borrowed my cousin's photography, so what we are going to do is open it in Illustrator, take a pen tool and outline all the prominent features on his face. I first started with the eyebrows and then moved on to the eyes. On the eyes, I first drew one curved line and changed its stroke and its width. Then I took the pen tool and continued with drawing the rest of the eye, such as whites and irises. As you can see, I just drew the shapes with pen tool and filled them in with solid colors. Basically what I did with one eye, I just copied on the other one and filled in the brows. So now I am outlining the darker areas on the face. I started with the nostrils and moved on with the lips, just using pen tool and outlining them. So now for the hair, I'm just outlining the shape of the hair and putting one general color, and later on I will be putting shadows and highlights to make it a bit more realistic. When I'm done with the hair, I'm just going in and kind of outlining the face. Now using the eyedropper tool, I'm picking one solid color from the face and painting the shape of the face with it. Then I'm drawing the neck, also with the same pen tool. Here we can notice one visible shadow on his neck, so I'm drawing in that one as well and painting it in darker color, arranging it, sending it backwards and changing its opacity so it looks natural. Also using pen tool and going in to draw his hoodie. Using the eyedropper tool, I am filling it in with solid color and then just picking a bit darker shade to match it better. Then I am drawing the rest of the hoodie. Again using the eyedropper tool to pick the right color. I am moving that to the background just so I could draw the lines of the shadows to give a bit more realistic look to our illustration. Then drawing these draw cords of the hoodie, also just to give a bit more realistic look and to match it more with the original photography. Filling it in with solid color that matches the best. Now moving on to the face, you can notice that I opened the layer panel. Layer panel shows all the different elements on our illustration that you can turn on and off as I did, just to make it a bit easier for you when drawing the other parts of the face. So now I am drawing the most visible lines and shadows on his face, like his facial wrinkles, his nose, etc. So here I started with drawing his teeth, which was personally the trickiest part for me in this entire process. So you need a lot of patience and time to try to make it right. Here I'm just arranging his lips, make them a little bit bigger just to match his face better. Here I realize that I'm missing one tooth, so I'm just drawing that in. Now I'm drawing the shadows, which is in my opinion the part that makes the most difference in vector drawing, because before the shadow the entire illustration looks a little bit flat, and with the shadows I'm adding a bit more character to my illustration. So I'm just tracing the natural shadows, the one that are already existing on the original photography. I'm also drawing the shadows over eyes. That will give a bit more realistic and natural look to our illustration. Moving on to the lips, drawing highlights and shadows and trying to find a perfect color. There's not a formula or perfect way to do this. Shadows and highlights depend on the photography that you choose. So just try several different versions and see what matches best for you. By observing the original photography, you can notice where the shadows and highlights are. So that's what I'm doing right now, going in and drawing all the highlights and shadows. Also drawing a bit more details on the hair. Now working on the background, you can do whatever you want for your background. It is totally your decision. So what I did is I drew these lights that he already has behind him and drew the shadow with the pen tool that will go behind his entire face and body. Then I'm filling in with the solid color this undefined shape behind him that I drew with pen tool, and then copying it and just painting that other part in a bit lighter shade. Now using the ellipse tool, I'm drawing these bubbles, which are all different size and color, just to make it a bit more interesting. In the end, you will see how I place this bubble all over just to make it a bit more interesting, and how I created this gray background using rectangle tool. So that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and thank you for watching. Bye!